Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday. Was it small enough? It's a cool Monday. It's sunny out, already 30 degrees. I can smell spring coming. It's on its way. We don't know what it's got in store for us, but it's on its way. We're going to play with some trains today, right? Well, sure. Okay. Just for find something to get us warmed up. Wait a minute. Shoot, it's 9:08. I bet we missed. Yeah, I don't see anything out there. Normally comes through at 9 o'clock. I'm late again. You would think. Normally Amtrak runs late. Maybe somebody controlling the camera has an eyeball on or an earball on the scanner. And they can hear it coming. I'm watching it just as tough as you are right now. Lord knows as soon as I switch over to the game, it's going to end up, throwing something spectacular down the hill at us or up the hill at us. You know how it goes. Well, and we shall find out. I'm thinking it's been a while since we ran up the patch. Good Lord, it's been a long time since we ran up the patch. I wonder. See what they've got in the 40s. Let's see, Oh. And there it is. I knew it. I knew it. Knew it had to come through here sooner or later. And down into town. Whoa. That should get us up the tracks. I suppose. Okay, maybe not. What do we got here? Are you kidding me already? Spam? See if I need to put that back on 6 and 26. Come on, mister. Alright, let's try it then. Yeah. Lead. I'm still waiting for this thing to get up 89. It should be moving. Taking a long time to get that pipe up. We know how that works, though. Don't we? Yes, while it's working, we can watch a train come up the hill. yeah. Fresh coffee in the morning. Got to love that. $47. There's fresh hoppers. Those are a little less than fresh. Oof. Paramax. And they'd get them out there too. See where it's at. 64. Probably getting pretty close. Whew. Be a long train. Very nice. Number 4,000. Very cool. AC to AC special. How about that pole? Don't often catch heritage units on this. Glad we didn't miss that. Morning, sir. How are you today?
Pretty good.
Very good. I saw a heritage unit go by. That was the DC to AC special unit. We're still waiting for the pipe to build pressure. We're at 80. Won't be too much longer. One thing about those old SD40s, take a while to charge the pipe. And the tailing DPUs. Actually, at 80, we should be able to get moving. We can probably break it free at notch 4. Not a bad catch. Glad we caught that one. That second to last 80 there looks an SD or an SD70. Looks fairly fresh. Okay, let's dive in. Well, there you go. We're on the move. Good thing there wasn't a... Alright then. that's why. I'm like, why won't it let me? Ah. I didn't check to see if we had a DPU on it. We do not. Oh, trying to wake up. So what you got going this morning there, Cass?
Nothing really.
Sounds like a good goal. Easy to achieve. Not all that labor intensive. Oh, yeah, it's very nice. Oh, worry not, grasshopper, because that's what I am doing. That's lots of coffee. Yeah. Oh, that is good. I sure do. I swore I heard a horn. Huh. Must have been in the music. Well, it's one thing I have to get used to with these new monitors. When I glance to the right, I'm used to seeing my entire, uh, tower and everything. Now it looks like I can't see it, so it's like it's dead. Ah, where'd it go? I have to look around the side of it. Okay, it's still there. Phew. Whoa. I have this feeling we're fixing to head down the hill here soon. But maybe not. meetup. God. All I see up there are reds, but there is one green. It's ours. You can't see it because of the marker. There it is. Thinking about talking to my cousin's son, Bradley, about Minecraft. I bit the bullet and bought it. Got talked into it by my youngest daughter, Jess, and Mark. I spent an hour or two in it with them few nights back. I'd like to develop an enthusiasm about it, but I don't know. And I know Bradley was into it for quite some time. I'm not sure if he still is. I mean, I know he's got I think it's an Xbox, a special Minecraft edition of it. Tracy spent a fortune on the damn thing. Yeah, I think this year we might spend a little more time trying to get outdoors, do some more IRL stuff. Maybe do some normal time rail fanning where I have to leave at morning rush hour to get down to a spot. There's a couple of different places around town that we could hit. Wonder where would be decent places to do it. Maybe I'll look into some of the Amtrak schedules, find out what time they run in the morning. I think they're pretty early downtown, maybe out at Kirkwood. Or further out west. There's a couple of places where the BNSF and UP lines run pretty close, even right down the street at Kings Highway, underneath the overpasses. But there are times when you can sit there for a lengthy period, so I'd have to have something. That's what I ought to do, is shop for a battery backup for my phone. They're not that expensive. Less than $30 for decent ones. Yeah, buy 2 of them. Shoot. Some of them I could use to run my scanner as well. 20,000 milliamp hour, 45 watt. shoot, it's got a strap on it so they can hang on the tripod. No, 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 no. It's never late. Sorry, I'm a little slow there. I was checking out battery bricks for my phone for if we go on the road this summer or this spring to do some rail fanning. How are you doing this morning, Darko? Are you having fun yet? Mm-hmm. Cheers. I think you know where we're at. Well, you successfully completed the first Monday of the week. Remember, it is only the first Monday this week, so again, yummy. Yes. Remember to pace yourself. Oh, look at that. An orange CSX. That was a cute one. Oh, that's the other train. I'm like, no. Now we're over the hill. Normally it's first thing in the morning, which is sad because I wish I could take this voice with me to bingo. I can't take this voice with me to bingo, but for some reason when I get at the microphone, my voice goes just as it is right now. You know, B14. But I do it nice and easy right at the microphone so they get that calming effect from my voice. The ladies just love that. Maybe I'll try that on him. Because I always have my coffee with me when I'm calling bingo. Yummy. Either that or I should probably record it and just put it on a button here. I could do that. Get it bright for. Oh, that's bright. Okay. I've heard that a couple of times. Forget who it was that said that. Probably somebody at bingo. I have the voice that would sound just perfect when you're being told that you have like 6 months to live. Proceed as signals indicate? Okay. I'm sorry, sir, but you have 6 months to live. But you feel okay about that, don't you? Oh no, if we've got as signals indicate, okay, there is a green way up there. Wait a minute. Does this thing have dynamics? Thought it did. Circuit breaker's closed. Oh no. Probably. Nope. I know it does somewhere, but I'm not going looking for it. Actually, my voice hasn't really changed that much since I was in, like, last part of grade school and middle school. We are cooking here. Okay, brakes are doing squat. This could be a bad thing. We could be doing 70 by the time we get down the hill. And I don't think this thing will stay on the rails at no 70. No, that was trail. We are slowing. Ever so little. We could use a little bit of independence to bring it in line. Excuse me. Yeah, I think the first person that I got with it was, I know I was in grade school. uh, with a priest in a religious instructions class. All the other kids were talking like little kids, and I came out with this voice, and he's like, "What the?" But yeah, it's always been at least this, at least this low. I know my cousin Steve used to use it when he was on the CB radio. He'd be talking to you in his normal voice, and as soon as the radio got keyed up, he'd have his deep voice on. It was hilarious. But in response to your saying, I don't really think it helped me any at all with the women. Well, like we're rolling into the fog bank, yeah. just so loud. Well, at least it'll give us a little bit more. Let's put that in. Leader dead. Hmm. slip. I thought that's where they kept the dynamics at. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Trying to sneak down my hill. And in case you don't know where we are right now, we're looking at the Horseshoe Curve in Altoona, Pennsylvania. If you're a rail fan, it's one of the best places to ever go to. I definitely recommend to visit there. I have done it. You can find it on my YouTube channel. Going here and checking this out. It's a great place, really is. Even with the snow, looks like they've only got about 6 inches there now. But again, if you're a train fan, rail fan, like to watch trains, heck of a place to go. Got pretty good traffic there. Used to be 4 tracks, now there's only 3. I forget when it was that they tore up track 3. They still have 1, 2, and 4 in. Thanks for stopping in there, Glenn Paul. I tell you, if you like trains, it's a blast. Honestly, I've been running it for a long time, and I enjoy it. The operation of the different locomotives and train sets is fairly prototypical. It's got decent graphics, although right now we're in a fog, so it's kind of hard to tell. But and it's got a good variety of road names, routes. They're coming out with a bunch of them right now. It's in TSWS 6. I've been doing it since 2 or 2000. I've had it since it came out. One of the first simulators that I streamed. And I like it. Like I say, if you're a rail fan, then you'll probably find it worth it. If you like to, if you would like to drive trains, it's pretty good. Oh, there you go. Well, I mean, it is single player. It's you against, the hills or the time constraints if you're running passenger runs, that sort of thing. Like I say, it is fairly prototypical inside each of the locomotives. It is absolutely what you'll find in the real locomotives. It is absolutely what you'll find. I'm not saying you'll be able to climb into a locomotive and drive off, but you can climb into a locomotive and drive off if it's running and you have the ability to work with the safety systems. Myself, I don't normally run the safety systems that a lot of the newer locomotives have got. I like to just take it easy with it, quite honestly. I enjoy it, and I'm one of those that on occasions we'll do rave trains and stuff like that, hence the background music and stuff. So I'm here to enjoy it. For me, it's relaxing. Most of the time I'm doing first-person shooters and stuff like that with other people online. When I stream myself, most of the time it's trains or trucks. So, but yeah, it's a good game. I enjoy it. So if there was a way that you could play it, but before you buy it, that'd be great. But like you're doing now, watch people run it, see what you think. You get
what are you talking about, Gray Zone?
No, Train Sim World.
Oh, okay.
You can get a decent idea of what all's involved with it and so on and so forth. Like right now, we're going down 1.5% grade with only 2 locomotives and a long string of auto racks. So trying to keep the speed down to a dull roar without running away can be all hands on deck, you know.
I'll tell you this: Gray Zone made their controllers for console, right? But they won't make it for PC.
Well, I always play on keyboard and mouse, so with the exception of very few games, I'm normally on keyboard and mouse.
Like me, for example, Sinker, because I had that spasm go in my arm. If I keep my arm in a position for so long, it like from the top of my shoulder down to my hand will like start, like I lose circulation out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta constantly keep it moving a little bit.
Right. And again, with this, I'm not nailed down to the keyboard and mouse. There are times on some of the longer runs, especially if you're going up a grade, put it at notch 7 and just leave it, and you can just sit back for an hour, you know, and do whatever you want. Which, again, like I say, makes it kind of relaxing for me because you don't have to steer, which is kind of nice. Where when I'm running either ATS or ETS, you know, you're constantly fearing running off the road, bashing into a guardrail or something. But yeah, it's like you say, it's pretty chill. Yeah. Now there are times, like I say, running the Arosa line downhill, it is all hands on deck because the hills are alive with the sound of trains. It is a really steep grade, so you're constantly working with the brakes to keep from having a runaway. A lot of the passenger runs, holy cow, like the London Tube, that will have you, you know, speeding up, slowing down, you know, start, stop, and trying to keep up with the clock, you know, and everything else to where you're not running a ton behind. When you're running freight runs like I am now, there's no time constraints. You get there whenever you get there. When you're running passenger runs, they want you at the platform picking up and dropping off at a specific time. So it kind of throws a little more into it. And you know, you get medals according to your score. Right now, I am not scoring very high on it because I am constantly over the speed limit. But you know, again, we've also spent time seeing just how fast we could go before it comes off. We've purposely caused massive derailments and train crashes, which is kind of fun. Some of the passenger runs are very fast, you know. Destiny 2? Don't know if I'm aware of what that is. Is it an FPS or RPG or a shooter? Okay. Excuse me. Now, like I said, most of the time when I'm not doing these, I'm doing Gray Zone. Been doing that for a few years now, and enjoying the heck out of it. So yeah, running The Sims gives me a chance to relax a bit you know. Is that us? No, it's not. That's something huffing and puffing up the hill. Looks like an empty coal run or drag, coal drag. But I am down deep a huge rail fan or foamer. So I like to watch trains a lot. That's the main reason I'm into it. I was into model railroading for a long time. So, yeah, it was a thing that I have to do. Oh, not a problem. Not a problem.
Hey, what was that one game?
Thanks for coming by.
What was that one game that came out first? It was Train something.
Train Sim Classic. I've got it as well. There's a few train-related games that I've got. I rarely play any of them, but TSW and TS Classic.
These ones were on disc way back then.
Microsoft Train Simulator, I'm pretty certain, was on CD-ROM back then. But remember, I'm old, so you know.
Because I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, I used to play some train games, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But for a while, it kind of got to the point where it was like, I'm not interested anymore.
The old ones, like I say, like the original Microsoft Train Sim was almost, you know, Nintendo compared to, you know, TSW as far as graphics and everything.
Yeah, because I can tell from the TSW one has a lot better graphics than the ones that on disc.
Oh yeah, yeah, by a long shot.
But they also had, I remember this one train I was driving. It was like one of them subway cars, would I believe. I wasn't in the subway. At the end, I take off. Guess what happened? I would derail that subway car every time.
Oh yeah, it's not hard to do it. Yeah, a lot of times they'll give you a speed limit, and it's just because, you know, it's unsafe to go around some of the turns at that, you know, anything higher than that. Which we've found on many occasions. I think my derail counters are like 23 or 24 now. Two mid-train DPUs. Must be a fairly long drag, especially if it's empty. You would see at least a little bit of coal peaking on these things if they were running it full. Although you can look at the you can look at how much the springs are compressed on the trucks on these and tell these are empties. Right above the spring there's a gap in between the truck and the top spring mount. And if that gap was bigger, you'd be able to tell that the cars are really weighed down a bunch. easy way to tell on cars that don't have an open top to them like these open top hoppers do, if they're running loaded or empty, by how much the springs are compressed on the trucks. But yeah, again, Glen Paul, if you can get it at a decent price and you're interested, I'd go for it then. Definitely, especially if you're not sure about it, go for a sale. And there's enough with the basic offering to give you an idea of whether or not it's worth it to you to purchase additional DLCs. I've got, I think, all but 2 of the newest ones that have come out. I've been a little bit lackadaisical in it. For about the first 4.5 years. If one came out, I bought it immediately. But I think there's 1 or 2 that have come out since 6 hit that I haven't gotten yet. But then I'm a sucker for American routes and long freight drags. Nothing against the British and the European routes. I love them all. But given the choice, No one to train DPU. I'll be darned. That's not really that bad, quite honestly. Especially 60% off. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a pretty decent deal. Oh, cool. Look forward to seeing you run it. Yeah, there you go. Well, it does have a bunch of different ways you can do it. You can run timetables, scenarios. You can even do it on foot. There are rail fanning, ways that you can just sit on the, sit on the side of the tracks and watch trains go by, like when I put the horseshoe curb up. And basically you sit there and wait for trains to go by. So again, if you're a rail fan, that can be fun. You can just leave it playing in the background while you're doing other things. You can also go crazy. We did it for a while. You can take just about any locomotive or train set, like a passenger string, and take them anywhere in the game. We took a train just like we've got here and ran it through the subway in, the tube in London, which was kind of crazy, but it fit somehow. It was kind of hilarious, but it worked. And there's a lot of British routes on here that you can take advantage of. Depending on where you're at, you can probably drive right past your house. There's quite a few in different parts of Germany, Switzerland, France, of course the US. I'd like to see them put up one from come on. Give it back to me. Oh, wait a minute. Two. There we go. I'd love to see them put up something from Australia. One of those long trains. Hey, thanks for the follow there. Okay, we'll put my brain aside for a second. Thanks for the follow, man. I definitely appreciate it. I can almost see again. Oh. Number 355. Oh, Nelly. Yeah, come on in anytime. Most of the time I'm here Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Almost without fail. Being retired now, I get to sleep in whenever I want, which rarely happens. So, but every now and then, you never know. Coffee. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's nice. We might be lucky to bronze this one. Oh, what's up, UK Gamer 420? How are you doing this fantastic Monday? Yeah, just a little. Well, it did just jump from 50 down to 35, so yeah. No excuses, just an explanation. Good, good, good. Glad to hear it. Again, remember, it's only the first Monday of the week, so pace yourself. Yeah. I know how that goes. That's the price we pay, isn't it? I mean, it is subjective. You know, we can ignore it, but only for so long until, you know, then it just sneaks up behind you and jumps out from behind a bush and yells boo at you. Oh, geez. Stop it in 3 miles, huh? Sure. Let's give these dynamics a workout. I just, you know, I'd love to be able to say something like, boy, I really can't wait. But the realist in me is saying, really? I guess if you have to use the word game somewhere in there. I have watched it, but then remember, you know, I'm kind of old. So I watched it because I thought it was cool as, you know, a pretty cool model railroad setup, you know? I thought that was pretty cool. because I was heavily into model railroading for a long time. If they didn't want us making noise, they wouldn't have put that whistle board. Or that one. But some of the graphics, I can imagine what some of the scenes might look like. And of course, I'll probably have to grab it up as soon as it hits, you know. But is it going to be the whole game or just a DLC for TSW? That would be cool. I would imagine that it'd probably be a standalone. I can't imagine it having been this long and them not having put out a standalone. Yeah, I'm down here. Still here. Oh, that's right. That's why. I forgot. I was like, why am I so dark? I forgot to turn on my lights. Ouch. There's one. There's the other. Hey, there I am. Forgot to put the lights on. Thank you. It goes everywhere I do. It's an old, long story. But I haven't been able to climb out of. And it's effective when I do the head bang for new followers, you know. Although my head says, don't do that. Probably spent too much time head banging when I was younger. Actually, I got this, oh geez, an office I was working IT. It was my boss's birthday, and me and one other guy in the office decided to throw him a luau for his birthday. So we both showed up in coconut bras, grass skirts, and personality. So it stuck. And I used to just stream in a ball cap, you know, one of my Marine Corps hats or some shit like that. A guy that I used to follow, and still do, down in Australia, Disco Bix 19, as he was known back then, did a thing where for his, I think his 200th follow, he would bleach all of his hair white, and he did. Head, mustache, beard, everything. And I was like, all right, well, if you can do that, I can do this. And I put this on, and it just stuck because everybody went nuts. So, yeah. And I did it where, for my 100th follower, I would show everybody what was underneath it. So when I made 100 followers, I had another wig with curlers in it. I have it still, just without the curlers. They eventually all fell out. I have one of those huge full-time Halloween stores not too far away. I can go in there and just shop for wigs, you know. I don't have much of any hair left otherwise. Oof. And the damn thing's warm. It's almost like wearing a stocking cap, which is nice. Yeah, pretty much same here. We call it eggshell blonde. Somewhere I've got a brush without bristles that a friend of mine gave me for a birthday gift one year. And I think I also have a comb without teeth. You know, looks like a little tiny canoe. And one time at my shop, I've had two different repair shops. I repair small appliances, major appliances. And I also sharpened clipper blades and repaired clippers for people, dogs, horses, you know, sheep, everything. Anyway, I got this one number 7 blade and tried it, and it didn't take off squat. So I grabbed, like, I think it was a number 30 blade or number 70 blade or something, and like, oh shit. Well, that really you know, pretty much committed me. So I shaved my whole head and ended up liking it, and did that for a number of years. Now I have hardly any hair, so I just let it do what it wants. Okay. Ding ding, did we bronze it? Oh, we silvered it. Holy crap. Okay, while we're sitting here, I'm going to throw up the curve while I run across the hall to the little engineer's room. I shall return directly. Yes, I will. Honestly. I'll give you a little bit of that early 80s skateboarding thing. shoot, almost missed the train heading up the hill. Oh. Almost missed that one. Of course, as soon as I run to the restroom. Love my coffee, but it doesn't linger. It goes straight through me, man. Oh, God. Yeah, that's good. Loving it. So, I have to think about where we want to go next. Where do we want to go next? I really don't know. I'm going to have to look up what these small containers are. I think they are metal scrap or tailings from a steel mill or something. Looks like might even be just trash. 'Cause every now and then you'll see something dangling over the side. Makes it look like twash. If anybody's got any ideas, let me know. Because I'm not sure. Could just be taking out the trash. A bin run, as it was. Comes a mid-train DPU. You can hear it coming. Hear it? Hear it? There it is. Gonna be right there. There he is. Oh, two end of train. Very cool. Okay, let's see. I was thinking about doing some freight on the Peninsula Corridor, just for the sake of it. So we haven't done that in a million years. So it's been a while. Huh. Okay, then let's try. I know. Yeah. Aha. Yeah, the dirt drive. Haven't done this in a long time. In the rain. Oh, man. Hi there. Howdy, ma'am. How are you doing? Hmm. Hmm. Well, we don't get to play with the rear number lights. Okay. Well, we are set up, aren't we? Cool. Everything is there. If we were smart. Okay, yeah, they got us lined in. Phew. So if we were smart, we would check to make sure we were lined out. Hey, Zeke. Mr. Cooper. Thanks for coming by, man. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule. It is a busy schedule. Well, most of us think it is anyway. Hope you're doing well for your Monday. Yeah, man, gotta go by and check out Zeke. Awesome streamer. Love to be able to join him on the weekdays. We play some, and weekends, we play some Gray Zone. And also for the live Burke's Remedy streams, music streams. Awesome stuff. Check him out, man. He's a swell guy and one hell of a model American. Did I not turn on the gauge lights? Good Lord. There we go. Or the step lights. I am really... they don't want you to use the rear number boards. Passenger train sitting there. Oh, yeah. Full loads of aggregate. See how you can see it peeking above that? Hey, KS Transport, thank you for the raid, good sir. Hey. I appreciate that, sir. Most definitely. Hope you had fun over there. I know what you were driving.
I didn't even realize it was food time right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I might have to do hash and eggs again today. Oh, had my fish and chips or fish and tater tots last night during the game. It was really good. I could eat fish and chips every day. Same thing with corned beef hash. I think we might be dropping a few off for this guy. I know I read it, but I don't remember what I read. We might be setting out a couple few for this guy. Oh, it will. Wait for the switcher, huh? This is one of those where they've got the 1500s, isn't it? I don't know if they're going to use that guy down yonder. Yeah, that must be him there. Oh, he's bringing us more? Yep. He's bringing it over to us. So we weren't leaving anything out for him, doing a set out. He's actually bringing it up to us. Come on. Make sure he's got an unlocked coupler. Just courtesy, you know. Like, hey, while you're going that way, would you mind taking these 6 cars with you? It's gonna leave it with the Fred on there. It'll just disappear. Ding! Fred's gone. Charging the brakes. Uncuffle the switcher. Oh, okay. He couldn't do that on his own. Let's make sure. The Hot Hamburg sandwich joint in Southern California would probably be an In-N-Out. More than likely.
You are. It depends what kind of burger it is.
Yeah, I was to say if it's a hamburger, In-N-Out's around here somewhere.
Yeah, In-N-Out's pretty good.
Oh yeah, yep, been there quite a few times. I had to get that In-N-Out urge. No, get that In-N-Out burger bumper sticker on my Camaro. On my 68 when I lived out there. I'm glad that they had us lined out. White bread. Oh. See, again, like a loose meat sandwich. Oh. You don't need the fixings, although it's probably good for you, you know. That sounds good as well. Sauce, okay. I'll go with you on that.
Let's see, Friday.
Cheese, yeah.
I had a Philly steak and cheese from Subway.
Oh, there you go. As long as they've got, oh shit. As long as they've got Cheese Whiz, then I'm good with that. I'm a Cheese Whiz fan. Aerosol cheese, yummy. Always good for you. Vegetal fixings. I know. I mean, there are times when I like to have a good sandwich dragged through the garden, but other times I just as soon go for the meat and cheese, you know, or put some potato chips on it, crunch them in there, and oh yeah, that's also good. How you doing this morning, Mr. Snipes? Dirt and plant stems? Well, that's what they are, in most cases. But they say it's good for you. You can always get Mikey to eat it. He'll eat anything.
Oh, did I tell you what kind of toppings I put on my sandwich? On that Philly steak and cheese?
A lack of onions and a lack of mushrooms? Oh, they
No,
don't have mushrooms at Subway. Mm.
I put onions, jalapenos, bell peppers.
A lot of green going on there.
And some spinach with it too.
I can't have spinach anymore, which bums me out. It's one of my favorite leafy green vegetables.
Well, the reason why that's the only thing I can eat because it goes down my throat a little bit softer than that other lettuce.
But then your dog licks his own butt, so. But then most of us would if we could, so. But see, in Subway, as long as I've been associated with Subway for Jesus, 40 years, 35 years, 35 years. Black olives. I used to go in there and get a tuna sandwich with more black olives than tuna. They called it a black olive sandwich with a little bit of tuna.
Hey,
Yeah, I enjoy that.
I know those. That's pretty good. That sounds pretty good.
Actually, though, believe it or not, the tuna salad, the tuna sandwich is one of, you don't want to say the worst for you, but as far as a healthy meter goes on the sandwiches that they've got, that's one of the worst. They use a heavy mayonnaise rather than a light mayonnaise in it, and it has traditionally no redeeming value other than the amazing taste. So yeah. But yeah, I'd get double tuna and just way more black olives. You couldn't see the tuna for all the black olives. Oh yeah, oil slick, yummy. I used to do that. There's a pizza joint up the street called Alicia's. I think they're closed now. There's still a couple in the area, but they do a St. Louis style pizza. It's a thin crust pizza with Provel cheese, which I adore. And I would go in there and get a double hamburger, double black olive, double cheese. And I mean, a medium pizza would weigh like 18 pounds. And the bottom of the box would be soggy by the time you got it home. But oh my God, it was so good. They would put the sauce on it and then put the hamburger on it to where you couldn't see the sauce anymore, and then put the black olives on it to where you couldn't see the black olives anymore, and then put so much cheese on it that you couldn't see anything except cheese. And oh my God, 3 pieces, you know, even the small pieces of it would fill you up, and I'd eat the whole damn thing because, well, I'm a pig. I haven't done that in a long time. God, zooks, I'm going to have to find one of those. I used to love the one up at the end of the street here. I got to know all the people, and it's a 5-minute walk from my house. And kid across the street, Steve-O, God rest his soul, he got hit by a train and killed. He was in the Marine Corps as well. He found out I was a Marine, and he would always give me his discount and make them himself. And oh yeah. Nice. Right on. Couldn't get it in the car. I love that. The 29-inch pizza. You better bring friends. $19. That's not bad. That's a decent price. I think my medium was like $23. But again, it literally weighed like 4.5, 5 pounds. And was just, and it was not good for you. You would sit down, take your phone, dial 911, and set it to the side. Have your cardiologist on danger money. You slayed that beast. That shows a vaguely philanthropic side to you that we were all wondering about, that you actually shared it with your roommate. But I guess when you're talking about the sheer square footage or acreage of a pizza that size, you can, you know, give yourself, sounds like there's a, yep, GPUs sometimes. I'm glad you threw that in there. Oof. Pizza does sound good. Maybe that'll be for dinner tonight. I've got a few left in the freezer, and they're good ones, rising crust pizzas, and Chris likes to doctor them up. He'll throw extra pepperoni, sausage, all kinds of junk onto them. Well, yeah. I was going to say, remember I pointed those out when I was there. I know I made a show of those speakers when I was there. You had mentioned that they were your father's. They looked like long lost friends of mine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ones downstairs are to be described as monolithic. I desperately love those. But yeah, those ones in the kitchen, I was surprised to find them in the kitchen. But I shouldn't have been surprised to find them in the kitchen, quite honestly. I was probably applauding the fact that they were in the kitchen. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you take an old receiver and hook them up to it, and then take a tape input and use a 3.5 mil to RCA adapter cable, and hook it up to your the speakers on anything. I was going to say on your computer. Yeah, there you go. You can hook a headphone output to a line level input, you know, like a tape record side on a receiver, and it'll sound alright. You put it on the phonograph inputs and it'll be a bit too much for it, but yeah, use them on your speakers, and I mean speakers on your computer, and you'll never look back. I thought about doing that with that extra 12-inch sub that I've got. Hooking that up to the computer. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That reminds me, I gotta get a whole new set of speakers for my computer.
Yeah, I've got a decent setup in here. Satellites and a subwoofer. And they sound great. They sound really good. Oh, okay. Mackie makes good ones. I used to run sound on a 16-channel Mackie board. It's a good piece of equipment. on the living room now, I just use an LG soundbar and subwoofer, and it does the job fairly well. It's respectable. Oh, I'll bet. Yeah, studio monitors a lot of times can be small in size, but the sound output is really good for what they are. And not get the beat shit out of you? Yeah. You know me, sometimes I like to be able to feel my music. Got a green light, 15 miles. I gotta run across the hall. I'll be right back. Get off my train. Well, it is handy when they're powered. I've got a set of those as well in the living room from my old computer setup. They haven't been turned on in a long time, but they're only, I think they're 8-inch woofers and a, little piezo tweeter, but they crank really well. I think I actually found a set of them in Gray Zone somewhere on one of the computers that we had to hack or something crazy. Oh, geez. So you know what you're sitting on. I've seen some stuff. There's a page that I follow on Facebook of old stereo equipment, and I've seen some of those old Pioneer stacks. The like, they're not chrome, but like a stainless, the silver and blue displays. And a friend of mine has one of those setups. That is definitely something puffing up the hill. Nuts, I missed it. And I mean, he's got, it's probably almost 5 feet tall, including the reel-to-reel with it. And I know those things are going for a pretty penny now. I still have a sound design stack in silver. I've got a Sony stack in black and a Technique stack in black. Shoot, I haven't used any of them in so long. Buchan. His is probably late 70s, early 80s vintage. I never got any Pioneer myself. I used to run their 6x9s in my cars. They always had a good sound and audio setup.
Well, hello, Jordy.
You do.
What's up, son?
Still not doing too grand, but I'm alive.
Off and on, off and on.
Yeah, now my voice is going again, which is doing my head.
Oh, that's just awesome.
Yeah. Great for you guys, terrible for me.
Well, think of it this way, then you don't have to say as much.
Hint, hint.
No, I mean, it's better for you. You know? They won't always be expecting a response.
Whereabouts,
as well as I want.
whereabouts are you on this? Which route is this, are you in English?
This is the Horseshoe Curve that we're watching. I
took
think the one I'm running is Peninsula Corridor.
Have we took a look at the Great and Western Express remaster?
Oh yeah, you did.
If you want to look at it,
Oh, I haven't yet.
I should. It's pretty cool. Hello, Snippies. Hope you're doing well. I was talking with Mr. Snippies last night. In Zeke's Discord when you guys, when you guys were not fucked.
Yeah, I heard that you were also speaking with
yeah.
the Hound of
Yeah.
Goons. And I thought about that, and I was like, man, I need to really get a hold of him somehow or another. I haven't talked to him in a long time. Then I realized, wait a minute, I've got his phone number. Again, two fresh SD70s. Some loud barstados. That CP rail car right in front of the locomotive, that buffer, a couple of those came through town here just the other day. People put up pictures of them.
I was watching a video today of a train that smashed into the buffers.
That's what
You know
they're
the
for.
Javelin? Do you know the Javelin, the Class 395 on the London St Pancras to
A meetup.
like Faversham or whatever it is?
A light power move down the hill. I'm not absolutely acquainted with it, but I can say okay.
It's the high speed route in the UK.
Right.
Basically, one of them trains smashed at the end of the buffers and it destroyed the front of the train, pretty much.
Well, yeah. Most of those, you don't want to call them a bullet train, but the high speeds, the front of those things are just a nose job.
Yeah.
Come on,
They don't
follow
like
that power
composite
move. What is the guy sitting there waiting for? With the camera, there's nothing up there. Get on that power move going by. Dude, I want to slap somebody. Get over here, 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 get over here. Faster, faster. And this guy wants to be my cameraman. A couple of helpers on their way back down to Altoona.
picture. Oh, there's no picture. Oh no. Damn, look at the damage on that. Well, at least they had the buffers for a reason, you know? At least they didn't continue. So Sinker, see, it even happens in real life. So when you do it, you just, you know, it's like reality kind of thing.
Well, that's what we're here for.
You're simulating reality.
Exactly.
Because that was only worth like what? I don't know. Chain's probably worth a couple of million, something like that. Wouldn't be expensive. Insurance wouldn't be expensive on that, would it?
Sure.
That's sarcasm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, ask the railroads how much they spend on insurance. I can only imagine.
I was talking when I was talking to Gunnar the other day. We had train delays in the UK on when was it? Say like last Wednesday or Thursday. It was because of a horse on the tracks.
Oh.
So yeah.
Here in St. Louis, we have horse on the tracks every now and then. If the Clydesdales are pulling a wagon across the street down at the brewery.
Not this one.
Actually, the old was that Mopac? Yeah, the old Mopac line, the Cronolette subdivision that runs real close by my house. It's now a bike path called the Grant Trail. Goes within 100 feet of the Clydesdale stables here at Grant's Farm.
Well, I know out in Arizona that they have where they have cattle, horses, and they go right over the railroad track. It's wide open out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but there's nothing there. It's just sand.
Yeah, but still, you only need two things. Out of all that nothing, you only need two things. One's a train, the other's the horse. And all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly things happen. If you think a car doesn't stand a snowball's chance in hell standing up against a train.
Oh, we were talking about that. Was it me and you, or was it me and
Yeah.
about the cow in India.
Yeah.
When it just gets obliterated into like
Oh,
a
yeah.
black mist.
Yep. It was just vaporized. Yep. wonder. Pictures of those old speakers. I've still got one. It's an EV12 woofer without a dust cap, and instead it's got a tweeter enclosure, a 2-inch tweeter in the center. It has a suede surround. I wonder. Try this.
Ooh, guys, I'm going to be going for some food. I'll catch you in a bit. And I'll also try not to die.
Yeah, try not to die then, eh?
Well, you sound like a Canadian now. You're picking up some of that Snipes talk or something. Try not to die there, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but try not to die there, eh?
Correctly.
I've been watching some of the Winter Olympics with my dad during the day since it's on at the moment in Italy, and I'll tell you what, there's been some bad injuries over there, eh? One of the ladies broke her leg yesterday on the downhill ski. God, bad. Gotta get airlifted off the course.
Wow.
Fractured her leg.
Ah.
So even the pros do it. Anyway, catch you all about.
Yeah, I was looking at that Pioneer. Those are pretty cool looking. And like I say, it reminds me of an old set Dad brought back from Korea. A corner speaker. It's like maybe 4 feet tall. And it has a 12-inch woofer with, again, a suede surround on it. And instead of a dust cap in the center on the pole, it's got a small sub-enclosure with a tweeter in it. And that one has a 2x6 horn tweeter with an adjustable crossover in the cabinet. When I was in radio and TV repair in high school at the tech school, a guy brought one in a completely different cabinet, a folded horn cabinet, and it didn't have the 2x6 tweeter, it just had the 12-inch two-way in it, but it was the same speaker. I bought it off of him for $5, and the cabinet's like, again, 4 feet tall, only 3 feet wide. It's huge, like 2.5 feet deep. Rather impressive. And they're still both in my room at Mom's house because nobody had the guts to move them out. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way. Shoot, the set that I've got downstairs now, they're 15-inch 5-ways, and it was a kit from Heathkit, and a bar that I serviced right down the road here. Old lady named Sophie, Devonshire Inn. She asked me if I wanted them, some stereo speakers. She just said it like that. I was like, yeah, okay. Well, you know, where are they? And she said, well, they're right over here. She brought me to them, and I was like, fuck yes. I had to make 2 trips with my van because they were that damn big. And the mids and tweets were fine. The woofers, of course, were just completely destroyed. They were that old. So I put a fresh set of 15s into them, put a new set of crossovers into them, fused the mids and highs, and made new, grills for them. And they're beautiful. They're huge, like yours downstairs, and had amazing sound. But shoot, now they're probably throwaway. The cabinets are probably all rotted out. They had really good flat response, and they were able to hang in with whatever kind of bass I threw at them, which I liked. Oh yeah, I do just that. I wonder, let's see here. Really? Uh-oh. Be quiet for a second. Let's see if we can stop this thing. Stop this crazy train. Help, Jane. .28 millimeters. That's tiny. Good lord. At least it won't take more than a few hours to print it out. Mom made it home from bingo and she won today. Yay! An hour and 56 minutes? Good lord. Okay. Must be a pretty good sized ship. Yeah. It'd be nice if you could use that, put a handle onto it. You could use it as a carrying case. Make one hell of a cool carrying case. You'll have to post up some pictures in the Discord when you get done with it. I'd like to see that. Especially after you get done with all the detailing and painting that you're known for. Halfway through? Right on. Yeah, Mom wins at bingo, and she always chooses. They have different kinds of prizes instead of cash, and she chooses Lion's Choice gift cards, which are always accepted. She knows how much I love a good roast beef sandwich. Is it? Cool. Oh, right on. Does look like a troop transport of some sort. Very nice. How many spools did it take to do it? Or is it going to take to do it complete? Still on the first one? Oh, okay. Yeah, so not that much. Okay. I guess between the bulk of it and the detail of it could make a big difference in how much you've got as far as discrete pieces for it, like the landing gear and stuff. Yeah. I would imagine that they do that. It saves a lot. Right, corrugated, yeah. And then we'll need clearance. We'll hear from Clarence on that later. We goldified it. Look at that. Wonder if there's something chart that we can pull off. Or let's see here. Shoot. Uh-oh. I hear him. Heard him coming. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's just about hash time. Grover and Clem. Clem's a cool name. I often wonder what that's short for. Planopolis, something like that there. I think what we're gonna do is we are gonna run over and raid. Yep. Clarence? Yeah, he's the one that gives the clearance. It's a Clarence clearance. Roger? Roger? What's your vector, Victor? You know the whole line? Is it still there? I thought he hit uptime 1 minute. Not there anymore. Not that I saw.
I'm back.
You're back. He's back.
I've just had pie.
Oh man, with cheese?
No,
Oh, see?
Popeye?
minced beef.
Oh yes, that's
Minced beef and
always good. That's always good. I guess yeah.
Pie and peas.
Name again.
Pie and peas. That's the best around.
Hey, I like homemade pot pie.
Yeah. You guys haven't really got anything in comparison to what we get over here, really.
All right,
Our
everybody.
pie's close, but it's not the same.
We're gonna run over and read LW ad name again. You know these guys. Why is it? Oh, okay.
You're just you just watch trailers now. You might as well change it from Train Sim World to just chatting, because all you do is watch.
Well,
the,
just every now and then the curve comes into play, which is nice.
Can you imagine if you lived in
Try to
England,
do
you'd
that.
never have the camera off?
It's possible. You never know. I've got it here too. I've got 2 or 3 cameras here downtown that we can watch as well.
You need
But-
to you need to do some IRL streaming again with your phone and go
Oh, I
back
know.
and watch some stuff at the places.
Yeah, I'm planning on that. Yeah.
When it
We-
warms up, obviously.
Want to thank everybody for coming by. Jordy, of course.
Thank you.
KS, thanks for coming by. Thanks for the raid, good sir. Glenn Paul for the follow today. I appreciate that. Thanks, Zeke, for coming by. Darko for coming by. Mr. Snipes, of course, for being in there. Always a good time. Hope everybody had a good time. And we'll be back tomorrow morning. I think we might be doing some ATS.
Ooh.
Just driving around and back and forth and jump.
I'll be there tomorrow, hopefully.
So come on by and say, hey, until then, peace, have fun. And that's as far as I got. Okay.
It could help before you go.
Yep. I was trying to, but